Okay. So, while the rest of the party are poorly trying to train Princess, Asana gets pulled aside early on in their journey. Led to, I wouldn't say necessarily the woods, but like some sort of back alley area she doesn't recognize, but she's like heard of this place. It's almost underground, but not necessarily. And it's full of firbolgs and other seedy looking ancestries, at least according to the church. It's just a very impoverished area. As she looks at who brought her here, she notices that it's Pern, her god.
You again.
Yes.
Something so important that you just had to pull me away.
Well, would they really miss you?
I don't know.
They're training that Mutt instead of, doing anything important.
I suppose. I mean, I guess we had to bring her along. They'd feel too bad if we left her behind. Not that I particularly care whether we do or don't. I'm sure in the future, if I stick around, I'd get attached, to say. But, I mean, we could be traveling to Frostfire more quickly.
Well, if it was up to me, I'd just, politely borrow, quote unquote, a carriage, then hook that Mutt up to it, use it for transportation.
I guess it'd be efficient.
And it would make that Mutt worth something. Wouldn't you agree? Because currently,
I suppose.
she's just there. She'll take up resources and, she's quite noticeable. Just like that elf.
There's two elves. I hope you realize you've got to be more specific.
The delusional Christmas one.
The one I don't care about.
Exactly.
She can go for all I care. That dog could eat her, and I wouldn't bat an eye. Honestly, I'm hoping they train her to do that. Nobody likes her. I don't know why we keep her around. She's the most incompetent fool out of them all.
As Asana advances, she sees Fern just smile. His smile does not reach his eyes, though. Oh, I agree. You're the most competent, after all.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, you can tell he's trying to word things correctly. I don't mean to offend you at all, but that frog in that fawn that traveled with you?
Mm-hmm.
The church can sense their divine magic anytime they use it.
Really now?
Oh, yeah. I guess for any magic, though, I suppose.
So essentially, we've got 2 tracking devices walking around with us.
Oh, you had 3, but you cut off
Yuuji-kun, but
yeah,
he doesn't count.
Exactly. I always love that friend of yours, Yuuji. Seems quite nice. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course I'd agree. He's my friend. I don't hang around people that I don't think are nice in some capacity. Clearly, I must see something of value in the rest of them, except for the stupid elf, but just shrugs.
He smiles. Oh, I agree. They continue to walk in silence for a little bit until Pern brings them to like a underground bar area. Ladies first.
Thank you.
Inside this bar, underground bar, there's a lot of fearbolgs you notices. A lot of them seem to be injured, disabled, permanently missing vital organs and limbs. Just people who definitely were screwed over in some way. Fern motions them over to a table. Well, welcome. This is where the followers of... He points to himself. Moi. Hang out and exchange information.
I see. I mean, I've always wanted to come here. I've heard things and alleys and whispers. I never thought I'd get a personal invite from the man himself.
He smiles and hands her some necklace, a pendant. The crystal inside it, it's not something she's ever seen before.
She takes it and she holds it up to like whatever the closest light source is to examine it.
That jewel doesn't exist anymore. Not since Sanctus took over. It's valuable.
Really now.
Mm-hmm. You can keep it though. This is how you'll contact me and come back here.
I see. And she pockets it. She doesn't put it on or anything. She pockets it because to her, that's something she has to keep secret from everybody else.
Pern notices this. Is there anything you would like to talk about with your party?
Not particularly. They do enough of... She gestures, like the chitter chatter gesture. Yeah, they talk a lot. Nothing of value half the time. I think I've only had 1, 2, maybe 3 meaningful conversations in this entire span of 6 months. God.
Oh, do you only think it's been 6 months? It's been 8 by now. You were in the cove for at least a month or so.
Of course we were. Of course we were. Why would we? Of course we were. God. People drag me everywhere. I spend so much time everywhere doing so much stupid shit.
Smiles. Well, that is the life of a hero, is it not? Nothing but strife, tragedy.
It's the life of stupid people. I never wanted to go on this quest. I never wanted to come on this stupid thing or be a hero. It's not who I am.
Oh, I agree. You work better alone.
I suppose.
He spreads out his hand and motions to underground bar. You belong with us. Infant brokers, in the shadows, not with people who wouldn't appreciate us. Because how often do you get into fights with them? How often do they belittle all your experience? After all.
And they talk down to me like I'm a child, and they don't respect me at all either. They think I'm stupid.
And that's exactly what I mean. They just don't. They don't respect people who follow Midnight and me. None of the gods did when they're still alive. And yet here I am, the only one still left. Well, now that you've killed Ciel. He smiles and takes a sip. You can't trust other people, after all. They'll just get in your way and get you killed.
Yeah. Because what have they done? All they've done is put me into situations I shouldn't have been in the first place. And they don't understand anything. And I don't want them to understand anything sometimes either.
And I agree.
The only one that's made an effort is she kind of laughs for a second there. It's Otaku of all people. And here I thought he hated me the most, but no, surprisingly not. It's everybody else, but even then, I think he still looks down on me in some capacity. Or at least doesn't take me seriously. I don't think anybody does. I've proven time and time again I'm far smarter than they give me credit for. I don't get what the issue is.
Pern, those smirks. Oh, I agree. You know, one of the secret things that my followers and me can tell is others' perceptions. Because we live in the shadows, I'm sure you can perceive how they feel about you better than most, even if they don't want to admit it. And I agree with your assertions. They do look down on you. Because you're not conventional like them. He tries to hide his diabolical laughter.
You can kind of see Asana's ears, they flatten. Her ears go flat.
He puts his hand on her hand on the table. Trust me, they'll betray you any chance they get. It's not worth sticking with them. You have much greater a destiny for you. He points to the compass. It chose you for a reason.
Kind of thought that was low luck, you know?
I wouldn't say so. The compass was designed by my older sister, Tine. His voice, flattens. He looks very annoyed when mentioning her. She's wrong about some things, but I will give her credit. She knows what she's doing when she signs these prophesized items. You're made for something much greater, Asana, than hanging out with these
Nobody's?
Not the wood. I feel like you would get offended if I used it.
You could say anything at this point.
These nobody chuckle fucks.
That wasn't to laugh out of her. Chuckle fucks.
It's a word used a lot more commonly from when I was in my heyday.
Oh, I'm sure. Sure, it was much more graceful to say that back then too. Chuckle fucks. God.
He swishes his drink around. No, back then too, people respected me. They knew who I was. So people who linger in the shadows. But then my past, my deeds, we're erased. Not by the church, but by my own siblings. Same ones who betrayed me. That's why I had to abandon them. If my own blood could not even protect me, care for me, back me up, then who would? And that's what I'm trying to bestow upon you, Sana. Don't trust anyone. You don't know who could betray you at any moment. Even people you consider close. Closer than blood, even.
Oh, like Yuuji-kun.
Perhaps. Do you not find it suspicious now that he can exist without Azel's power?
I mean, I guess it kind of, to me, read like some friendship is magic bullshit. I honestly don't know how he's alive.
Well, his eyes were the same color as Isamu's lightning.
I guess you're right.
Do you not think that maybe he might be being influenced now? Or could be?
She like stops to think about it for a second, because now that's a real possibility he's put in her head. That there's a secondary influence in Yuuji's life that isn't her, and that's kind of messing with her at the moment. She doesn't like that. I guess you're kind of right about that. Huh. It's weird.
Who's to say that if Isamu turns on you, he could turn Yuuji against you?
Oh, she doesn't like that. She does not like that. Her ears are flat, they're flatter.
They look down on you, and, you know, if they hold you back, then they might turn on you. And they might use the person closest to you to do it. To make you weak.
I wouldn't put it past them if they didn't just smite me down. They seem to love doing that.
They almost killed Kiara, did they not?
They did. I'm still mad about that.
And again, who's to say they won't do it to you? You saw how they reacted when they found all her notes on them. What if they found yours?
They'd be really mad, wouldn't they, huh?
They would. They would.
I guess they could turn on me in an instant, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't really admit it, but I've been honestly waiting for it at this point. It seems inevitable. We're getting to my hometown, and everything's going great, so surely they'll just ditch me there when we're back, since I was being so pissy about it back at the cove.
His eyes...
Or maybe I'll ditch them.
Oh, sorry. Pern's eyes, like, twinkle at that. But he's doing it very visibly, so she notices. Yeah. They very much could. Why not try to ditch them before that, then? Before they can hurt you.
I guess you're right. I mean, if we go back to Frostfire, what's gonna stop them from making me go with them? I could just disappear into the middle of the night. Wait for them to go on to their adventure and reappear. Done it before.
And nothing bad's happened, right? When you've done it?
Not particularly. People just get kind of worried, but I always come back, and I always come back in one piece.
He puts his hand on her shoulder and smiles and nods. That's exactly what you should do then. Protect yourself before sacrificing it meaninglessly. There's no way they could ever possibly take out the church, after all. It's a fool's errand.
Kind of is stupid in hindsight. What, we're gonna show up and smite them all? Ooh, it's kind of stupid.
And that's not even good. Even if you succeed, what about the political ramifications? The whole continent would go into civil war.
Yeah. And then what? It'd be our fault that that's happening.
Even more people would die than those who already are dead.
And I'd hate to be in the middle of that. What, that's far too much attention for somebody like me.
Exactly. As Pern finishes taking a sip of his drink, he sets it down. Well, are you ready to go back then? You can always return here. Though.
She takes a glance down at her the pendant that he gave her, and he goes, "Yes, I could. If things get too rough, but I know where to find you then."
Yeah. He nods and leads her out of there. Leading her out of the village, realizing that it's some sort of, it's always on the move, almost a pocket dimension that can only be accessed by a few, as he leads her out of a portal that brings her right outside where the party's camp is. Well, bye for now. I'll see you again soon.
You as well.
And Asana returns to the party.